Welcome to Tibara's Den. My name is Whitney and welcome to another CAS Monday. We are back at it with my Zodiac series. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, definitely check them out. We've already done Aries, we've done Taurus, and we are finally on to the third portion, which is of course Gemini. Gemini is from May 21st through June 21st. So that is the Zodiac we are working on this whole rest of the month until, of course, June 21st when it changes again. And we are doing a sim based on the Gemini Zodiac and then the Chinese Zodiac of the horse, which is their Zodiac twin. And let me just read why they're considered twins. And all the websites where I got my information from is linked in the description below, so you can check that out if you're interested in learning more. And of course, if you haven't seen the previous videos, definitely check those out as well. They are also linked in the description, the playlist is, and then the playlist will be at the end of this video as well. But it says, plenty of mental energy, these two. The horse is one of great intelligence who thinks quickly and has oodles of curiosity. It is the same with Gemini, a quick thinker who is always looking for new adventures. Often, the horse and Gemini will have multiple talents and skills in a variety of areas. Both of these signs are charming and know how to win you around. Both can struggle with commitment. And so that is why they're considered twins. And it goes a little deeper than that. My sister and one of my nieces are both Gemini, and so reading the description of them, especially as I was working on the Primal Zodiac and kind of finding the overall arcing traits that represented what a Gemini was, even combined with the different Chinese astrology, I was struggling to find where my sister and my niece kind of fit in with the stereotype. And that's the thing about astrology, it's not a one-size-fits-all. And I think the more I thought about it, I could definitely see, how certain traits apply to the overall stereotype from their personal lives. But again, knowing what I know about them, it's it's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. So just because you're a Gemini doesn't mean, you're stuck in this little box necessarily. And there's other factors too, like your Chinese zodiac sign and your personality and how you grew up, things like that. So there's definitely different factors that go into it, but I'm still really enjoying this series, especially because it does give me kind of inspiration for these different sims and creating different personalities and different types of sims. So I'm still really enjoying it. But right now we are working on Gemini, as you can see, and I gave him the aspiration of leader of the pack. He's a natural leader. He is cheerful. He's an insider, and he, of course, has the Gemini trait, which is a custom content trait as well. I actually decided to make him a politician, and career politician under the politician branch, which I think is really suitable. Kind of the overall personality trait is that the Geminis are kind of on the inside, they're in the know. They like to know what's going on. Sometimes they're considered gossips, which I think is what hung me up as far as my sister and my niece, because they're definitely not gossips. But they definitely are kind of leaders in their own ways. Like my sister is a teacher for preschoolers, so she is a daycare teacher. And not preschoolers, daycare, it kind of combines, but whatever. So that in her own way she is kind of influential, and she always does well as far as being somebody who's really trusted. And so the hierarchy, she gets along with the boss and such, and is considered value in that, right? And same thing with my niece. She's always had a really good work ethic, and she ends up becoming an assistant manager position just because she's very responsible. And so in that aspect, they are kind of in the know, and they are kind of influential for sure. So, but anyway, they are multifarious, smart, cheerful, quick-witted, charming, things like that. Some weaknesses are they can be considered fickle, gossipy, and amphibian. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Of course, the symbol is twins. Their element is air. sign ruler is Mercury, and their lucky color is actually yellow, and it can also be like a pale green as well. And so, yeah, some celebrities that were Geminis are John F. Kennedy and Queen Victoria, which is part of the reason why I decided to go ahead and make him a politician. You can see I didn't stick with the color theme as far as clothing this time, just because yellow can be kind of a lot, especially for what I was going for as far as like his career and his personality. Like, I did not see him like wearing yellow and having clothes that screamed yellow at all. So I just kind of did my own thing. I kind of went for more dark colors and nothing that, I mean, it does stand out in its own way. Like, I went for like these maroony type reds and things, which are kind of standing out a little bit, but at the same time, they're not too overwhelming, if that makes sense. And so that's kind of what I was going for. And I wanted not full on like business attire or suits or anything like that, but a little bit more like casual, well off, like polished look is kind of what I was going for this sim. And I did make him a male sim, and that wasn't intentional, but I'm glad it worked out that way, because I'm kind of going like the Chinese zodiacs have either yin or yang assigned to them, and I'm kind of doing the opposite of whatever's assigned to them, and then depending on what they are, I do the opposite for my Western zodiac sim. And so it worked out that he was a male, but I'm really glad that he is, because I didn't want like me thinking of my sister and my niece to kind of influence how I created this sim. So it worked out that he was male for sure. And so, yeah, you can see his first two looks. We've already kind of run through as I was talking, but they were kind of polished and put together. And then for some of his other looks, I tried to do a little bit more laid back, but still kind of have like an air of sophistication around them, if that makes sense. And so even for his workout outfit here, the top, I tried to go with something. Obviously, I'm limited on my options, but something that would maybe, it's very simple, but definitely could have come from like a higher end shop or something like that. There's no rips or tears, like it's not tatty or ratty or whatever I'm trying to say. And then just some shorts and some shoes. For his sleepwear, I actually just went with these like sleep shorts, like boxer type. They're a custom content piece, and I just really liked them and wanted to use them, so that's why I went with them. And I see him keeping it pretty simple as far as sleeping. And then for his party look, I went a little bit more relaxed. Like, I didn't want to go too polished, but at the same time, again, I see him, very much wearing like collared shirts and things like that. And so I was just trying to find something that I thought worked well. I didn't, again, want it too much, but I still wanted kind of that. I know I'm being repetitive, but kind of that air of sophistication. So I actually went with this like collared polo type shirt. It's not quite a polo. It's a little bit more of a loose fit. But since it's a party look, I thought, a little bit more casual. He might like to be a little bit comfortable, things like that. And then some slacks as well. I kind of stayed away from the jeans with him. And so, yeah, that's kind of the look I ended up going for. Just some slacks and then a little bit of a looser fit on the shirt, but it's still collared, which I really liked. And then I kind of changed the color again. I like the yellow, and I was trying to incorporate it since it is their lucky color. But with his skin tone, he's so pale. A lot of the yellows kind of made him look like washed out as well. And so I was trying to kind of stay away from that a little bit, just because it did give him kind of a washed out appearance. And now we are on to swimwear, which again, kind of hard, to find something a little different. So I use these custom content shorts, a little bit not as, not as casual as like some of the in-game options, if that makes sense. It's kind of has like an old style vibe. I think that's from were like retro shorts or something. All my custom content I get off the Sims resource, so if you're ever interested, I can't ever remember exactly what they are, but that's where you can go to try to find it if you're ever interested. And then now we are on to his hot weather look, and again, I kept it very polished and put together, so this is definitely more of a true polo shirt, a little bit more fitted, and then some shorts, and then just some matching shoes to kind of tie into the blue of the shirt. And then for his cold weather look, I didn't spend too much time on this look. I actually went with the previous one there, this one, just because out of all of them, I thought it kind of matched his overall style altogether. You know, it's definitely layered, but he has a nice jacket and then a vest and a collared shirt underneath that. Where some of the other options I just didn't really like the turtleneck one. I could see him wearing that, but it wasn't quite the style. It was a little bit too formal and posh, where I think he definitely kind of has that laid back aspect to him, even while he has that like sophisticated look, which is part of his charm, and why he can really relate to people. So now we are going to be creating his zodiac twin, the horse. And so she is a female because their yin and yang sign is yang. Like I said, I wanted to do opposite, so I made her a female. And I'm just going to read the little thing that I have on them. And again, the link to the website is in the description below. But as far as like the zodiac goes, it says the horse was the most frequent transport means in ancient society and is considered number one of the most important 6 animals in China. They are strong, powerful, and elegant animals. In Chinese culture, horses are always the representative of heroes and talents. People born in the year of the horse will share some similarities with the horse, and thus they are brave, strong, talented, and independent. The 5 elements of horse is fire, symbolizing enthusiasm and energy, which entitles the horse people energetic and enthusiastic character. And so they lucky colors are brown, yellow, and purple, which finally I was happy because I got one where one of their lucky colors is the same as my Western zodiac sign, where the Aries and the Taurus sign, that wasn't the case. So you'll see in the build there is a lot of yellow, but you'll see that on Friday. And yeah, personalities, horses are cheerful, enthusiastic, insightful, and considerate. Compared to other zodiac signs, people with the Chinese zodiac horse sign are more lively, energetic, courageous, and enthusiastic about people and life. However, they are not good at hiding emotions, and their feelings will be easily shown on their face. But that doesn't affect their great popularity among people, and no wonder most of them are fond of joining social activities. The horse... Another character of the horse is they have a keen eye and they display strong logical thinking, which makes them easily discover the essence through phenomena and be considerate enough to take care of other people's emotions. Their strengths are inspired, cheerful, talented, perceptive, intelligent, and popular in social circles. Weaknesses, they are overly ambitious, overly confident, and sometimes too sophisticated. I'm not going to worry about reading on the horsemen, but horsewomen are outstanding among people, not only because they have nice figure, but also due to the stylish and fashionable dress code. They have their own lifestyles and are experts in managing time. As a result, they can well balance their career and family. Also, they are nature lovers who enjoy going outside, which is a key component of my horse here. So, of course, there's different elements, which kind of depends on the personality traits. But again, you could go to the website to read that. Best jobs are adventurers, writers, architects, businessmen, performers, entrepreneurs, scientists, artists, politicians, critics, and tour guides. The horses have quick wit and good judgment, which help them gain some chances at the career. But however, probably take some chances. However, the impulsive personality may let them suffer setbacks and failures. The horse can strengthen their willpower and don't give up halfway. It is possible for them to get extraordinary achievements. The horses are active and love exploring the world, so that adventurers and tour guides are the suitable jobs for them, and they can always perform well in jobs like writers, businessmen, artists, where they can display their talents without any restrictions. So some famous horses were Paul McCartney, Angela Merkel, Jackie Chan, Kobe Bryant, Kristen Stewart, and Greta Thunberg. They were all famous horses, so they are or were. Um, so yeah, so you can see my horse here. I'm just working on her everyday outfit. And for her career, I decided to go ahead and make her a salary person under the expert branch. Man, I cannot talk today, which is a theme lately in my videos. But so she's a salary person under the expert branch, but her aspiration is Mount Komorebi sightseer because that will gain her worldly knowledge. She's outgoing, she's also an insider, and she loves the outdoors. So that's kind of what we're working for here. And so a lot of her looks are very, again, polished and kind of sophisticated without being too over the top. As a salary person, you know, she definitely has like the suit jacket and the slacks for her everyday outfit. And then same thing for her formal look. I went with like a power suit look for her. It's actually a custom content piece that I recently downloaded, and I knew I wanted to use it on her. Like I had it in my mind, which you can see I went straight to it, and it has matching pants as well, so I absolutely love it. Debated about the color a little bit, but in the end I stuck with black just because I liked it the best. But you can see I give her a lot of red, even though that's not a lucky color for her. I just liked it on the sim based on like her personality. I always have it stuck in my head that, you know, red's a power color. Like my mom loves red, and so she was always, it's a power color, it's a power color. So that was kind of stuck in my head, and I see, you know, the horse as very powerful, and so I wanted to add those red touches to her, which you'll see throughout most of her looks. Like she wears a lot of red. So and then, you know, I definitely see her kind of being stylish and liking nice things as well. And so you'll see, you know, she always has like earrings on and things like that. In her everyday look, I gave her the horse necklace, which is, or the horseshoe necklace, which was a custom content piece I had, and I thought I definitely needed to use it for her. And then just trying to find earrings that worked. And then this is her workout outfit here. I didn't go with red for this one. I thought about going with yellow because it's lucky, but again, she has the same skin tone as her brother, and it just kind of made her look washed out. And I didn't like the tone of red that this suit comes in, so I used this blue instead. And then it has the matching shoes that have a touch of purple, which is a lucky color for the horse, so I really like that. I do think I changed her nails, just because the red kind of stood out a little bit too much, and so I kind of go with a more neutral color that goes with the blue, like tracksuit looking thing, which I really like. So and I love her hair. Like, it reminded me of a horsetail, and then it has the scrunchie in it, which I think is so cute. And I didn't think about it, but I do go back in and change the color of the scrunchies for most of her outfit, except her everyday look and her formal look. I keep the scrunchie black in those cases. But of course, now we are on to her sleep look, and I'm just trying to kind of figure out what I want to do here. I definitely see her as somebody who likes to be comfortable and things like that, but it's just finding the right pieces. And plus, I thought there was a matching bottom to this top, but I just couldn't find it. So I was kind of playing around with that because I like the top and it would look cute with these shorts, and then I just didn't like these shorts, so I kind of just played around with it, and in the end I settled on this outfit here in red, of course, for her sleepwear. So that is her sleepwear, and just some red nails. Otherwise, she doesn't have any makeup or earrings or anything like that. So now we are on to her party look, which I really like her party look. I think this might be my favorite. It kind of combines like polish and sophistication with a casual look, if that makes sense, which you will see what I'm talking about here in a little bit. I almost went with this outfit here. I liked it on her, and I liked the red on her, but it was just a little bit too boring for me. I probably could have dressed it up with like a jacket and some accessories, but I don't know, it was a little bit too plain for this girl. And it looked very similar to like her athletic outfit, only not. And so in the end, I did not stick with this, but I do really like the outfit I find, which you will see here coming up as soon as I go through all these other outfits. I need to get this is the outfit I'm talking about, but I need to get the extender for my columns, and that way I can scroll through them a little bit faster. But again, you can see we have the red here, and then instead of black, it's a white top, and I ended up using these white shoes. I didn't really like them. I like these shoes, but I just wish they had a little bit more of a heel. I don't like them as flats. I don't want like a full heel, just like a mini baby heel on them. I think these shoes would be really cute, but unfortunately that's not an option. So but I ended up going ahead and using those shoes because I really did like them. And then some heart earrings, and then it's just a matter of finding her some makeup, trying to go with red eyeshadow to kind of match the pants, especially since it's kind of a more casual laid back look. But a lot of the reds I have just aren't quite right, so I do struggle with that a little bit as well, which is a little bit frustrating, especially, like I said, I have so many different custom content eyeshadows and such, and it's never quite right. So that's a bit of a bummer. So in the end, I think I used that white one that was on her previously. I think I decided to go with that one, just to kind of tie in the white of the shirt and such, since I didn't like any of the red options. And she does have like red lipstick and, you know, blush and such. So it's just kind of a little bit more neutral and still looks good and ties into the outfit. And I think I went really, really red on her lips for this outfit, since it's not like a work event or anything like that. Like, this is her going out to lunch with a girlfriend or something like that. So now we are on to her swimwear, which I really like her swimwear. It's definitely very different from the other Sims I have done. And so that's what I like about it, because again, swimwear, you're kind of limited on your options, but I have been getting more custom content pieces. I struggled finding like bottoms and tops that match, and I know sometimes like mismatching, you know, so using a top from a different swimsuit with a different bottom is kind of popular. And I think in this case, what I did does work, and it kind of fits that fashion trend, I guess. I'm not very fashionable, and so I ended up using this top here with these bottoms. You can see I'm still trying on different things, but I go back to that. And I think with the dark purple of the bottoms, it does tie into the dark purple of the top. And with her being so fair, I think she would definitely kind of cover up her shoulders and her arms, because I see her as the type that definitely burns. So I like the top on her. It's still kind of revealing and cute, but it does cover up a little bit so she doesn't get burned as well. And these bottoms are just really, really cute too, with the dark purple and then the pink flowers. And I actually ended up changing the scrunchie to pink once I realized about changing the scrunchie. And so it kind of ties into the bottoms as well. So I really think it's really cute. And then as far as her earrings, I just kept it simple. I just used some pearl earrings, and then of course she has to have some sunglasses as well. Definitely a must when you're hitting the beach. So, but yeah, that is her swimsuit, and like I said, definitely different from things I've done before. So now for her hot weather and then her cold weather look. For these two looks, I strayed away from her like business side and went with more adventure side. So I see her as a type when summer hits, like she is outdoors, she is doing all she can. You know, it does say they really enjoy the outdoors. So I wanted something that kind of represented, you know, being outdoors, summer, but also kind of more active and adventurous as well. Like the top and the pants aren't so much, like it does show a lot of skin, but she does put on some boots and such, so I can see her wearing that for a variety of summer activities. And then same thing with her winter wear. Like I can see her going and hitting the slopes and skiing and snowboarding and all that stuff. So that's kind of what I was going for. I was trying to tie the two different aspects of her character together. And I see her, you know, devoting a lot of time to work, but she also devotes a lot of downtime as well. But you can see I'm going through all types of shirts, trying to figure out what I wanted to do here. And I actually ended up using this shirt here. It just seemed a little bit more secure, even while I still like showing off her her stomach and such being like a cute little crop top, but still secure as well. And then I still want kind of that air of sophistication, so I use these capris here, which are more like slack type capris than like jeans or anything like that. So I really, really like them. And then I knew I didn't want like sandals or anything. I wanted boots. So I actually go with these boots here because I liked the red of them, and I thought they worked really, really nice with this outfit. It was a lot, so I was trying to try on some different things to see if anything else would work. But in the end, I go back to them because they were the right style I was looking for. I give her a watch. This one was a bit too much, so I go with something a little bit more simple. But I do see her, kind of keeping track as she's out exercising and things like that. And then I keep the earrings pretty simple as well. I think I use these butterfly earrings here, but they're cute and summery and fun. And then just some sunglasses while she's out hitting the trails or anything like that. Oh, I do change. Okay. I thought about using the butterfly, but I changed to these pearl earrings to just kind of keep it simple. She's out hiking and such. She wouldn't want anything too fancy for her ears. So that is her hot weather look. And then this is going to be her cold weather. And so I went with like a more ski type outfit. So she's ready to go out and hit the slopes, like I said, skiing, snowboarding, things like that. I ended up not using the shoes because maybe she's just out hiking or going like, I don't know. So I ended up not using like the ski shoes, but I do use some snow boots for her. She can change into the ski shoes later. And then definitely some gloves. I thought about putting a hat on her, but it takes away her hair fully. And so I don't do that. But you can see this is where I figured out, oh yeah, I can change the scrunchie color. So I'm going through and each of her outfits to change the scrunchie color and just kind of match it to the different outfits. Other than, like I said, her formal and her everyday look, I keep it the same. So that way it's not too much as she's going into the office and such. So, but that is my horse sim. I really, really like her. I think out of the complete series so far, it's hard because there have been some sims I really, really like as well, but I think she's my favorite so far. I really enjoyed creating her. Horses are actually one of my favorite animals. Not my favorite, but one of them. And so it was a lot of fun creating them. And I'm going to leave you here for the screenshots. Remember to check back on Friday for the build. If you're not already subscribed, hit the bell notification and remember to give this video a like. And we will see you all on Friday. Bye.